So many people come to me or write me or whatever for counseling, and their big question is they, want greater revelation, or they want meat, or they want to fulfill the prophetic words that were spoken over them years and even decades ago, and sometimes decades and decades ago, and even longer. And they really get upset when I suggest that they might need to make some changes, especially when they're wanting the meat of revelation from God. In order to get meat, something has to be slaughtered. Interestingly enough, the piece of property we're living on right now, I couldn't find any history, but somebody had told me when we first moved here that this property, we're right across a very tiny rural street from the ocean, and they told me that years ago, and there's nothing on the other side of the street, it's kind of vacant land, and so it's great, but someone told me that years and years ago, this used to be a slaughterhouse, and where they killed cows and then shipped the meat by boat or whatever they used to the other islands right here. And it was interesting because shortly after we moved here, had a dream like that they had, I was having a dream about cows, and cows not wanting to be killed and slaughtered. And they were going, no, don't kill me. Well, in biblical symbolism, cows mean slow, laborious change. And in other cultures, and even in some religions, I think it's Hinduism, they actually worship cows. And it's considered a great tragedy to kill a cow. In fact, you can't even do it, I don't think. And but if you want to move forward in God, at some point you're going to have to let Him kill your cows. Because if you're wanting change, the quickest way to get there is to let Him to slaughter the cows. Now, you might not be able to do it. I mean, there have been things, probably most of the things God has wanted to slaughter in my life, I was not able to do. Smoking cigarettes is probably one of the bigger ones, and that's way over 20 years now. But I had to say, okay, you want me to do this? You have to slaughter this. You have to end this in my life, which He did. And it wasn't until I gave up trying and asked Him to kill it did He do that. And made it actually very easy looking back now. So what I am suggesting to you that if you are finding places in your life where you want change, you might ask God to show you what cows need to be slaughtered, what cows need to be killed. Now, it doesn't mean that He's going to do it all for you. You're going to have a part to do in it. But you've got to be willing. These sacred cows that people keep. I actually had a dream last night. And I was in this house that was mine. Doesn't look anything like the one I've got right now. But at any rate, the next generation, people like my daughter's age and younger, were running around my house in their shoes. And their shoes were kind of dirty. And I was like going, take off your shoes. You're getting my house all dirty. And shoes always represent peace. And this is kind of the dilemma people come to me with in counseling. I like to call it inner training. Is that they want to walk in what brings them peace and not in the peace of God. In other words, people, especially in addictions, if they have found peace in certain behaviors or certain substances, they don't want to take those shoes off. They don't want to take that peace off to find a deeper peace of God. And but you've got to let Him kill those cows. If you want to find deeper peace, if you want to move forward, the cows have to be slaughtered, and you have to learn to take off what brings you peace so the Lord can give you a deeper peace.